Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. This is MD SAIFUL'S, an assistant teacher of Punjab High School and Rhino Nova, and you are most welcome in my SAIFUL'S English Academy. Dear viewers, there are some students who can do the right pronunciation, who can do the right spelling, who are unable to change narration from direct to indirect, who are unable to change voice from active to passive, who don't know the rules of right from verb, who can't who can't form questions and various kinds of topics of English grammar, who can't do the English, use the English version and various kinds of problem. And those students who can't learn English in a renowned coaching center, only for the students I want to dedicate my class. So that they can remove their weakness in English and can use English version fluently. Dear viewers, in last episode, I have uploaded various kinds of class about sentence. You were told that what sentence, classification of sentence, and purpose of a sentence. Dear viewer, hope that you have understood clearly my speech, my video classes, and with the already I have published 6 episode on about sentence. You are told that sentence what sentence? You are told that a group of words which express the full expression of a mind is called a sentence. And you are also told that according to meaning we can classify sentence into 5 words: assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, operative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. And according to structure, we can divide sentence into 3 ways: simple sentence, complex sentence, and complex sentence. You are also told that, my dear viewers, why should we learn a sentence? So viewers, with the reference of my last classes, last episode, last video classes, I have been present here in front of you today with a new arrangement named changing sentence or transformation of sentence from simple to complex to compound. So viewers, no late, let's go to class. Take a look at the board and try to understand. My viewers, at first, take a look at the board. I have given some relationship between simple, complex, and compound. I have written in the middle of the box, my dear friend, my dear learners, that in a simple sentence, subject plus verb plus noun plus dot dot equal to what's relationship this structure of complex sentence. Of course, it is oblique it was dot who oblique which and compound sentence and. So here's today's class. I am trying to discuss some topics, some rules. How can you convert sentence, especially mixed with such kinds of structure of simple sentence into complex or compound sentence. So viewers, look at the board and try to understand. Viewers, here I have written a statement: health is oil. Health is oil. Now my question to you: what sentence, my dear viewers? Of course, you reply that it's assertive sentence. Okay, my dear friends. But I want to add something here. It's also a simple sentence. Now your question may be in this way: sir, why is this simple sentence? Because, my dear viewer, I can see in the middle of the statement or sentence, especially this sentence, my viewer, this sentence possessed one subject and one finite verb. And of course, you know that according to the definition of simple sentence, if any sentence is possessed only one subject and one finite verb, of course simple sentence. So viewers, I am discussing these topics, how to do you convert such kinds of simple sentence into complex and compound. So viewers, no late, let's go to direct, try to write down. At first, according to the structure, complex sentence. At first, we'll turn or transfer into complex sentence. Complex sentence. So we are look at the sentence and try to understand what topics. Because at first we'll have to use it is. It is. Now you question me in this way, sir, it was when. You will have to mind it here. If the verb possessed present form, you will have to use it is, and if the verb past form, you will have to use it was. Thank you very much. So in this case, you should write down it is before subject and after subject who oblique who is. So write down here. So it is held next who or who is yours. Who or who is. Of course who is. Of course who is. Because this is non-personal subject. This is non-personal subject. So here's and all the word programs kept unchangeable. Each oil indicate, I can indicate it is and who is here. It is and who is yes, in the middle of the statement. Now my question to you: what kinds of sentence is this? This is complex sentence because in the definition of complex sentence, we can say that if any sentence possessed one principal clause and one subordinate clause. This sentence possesses two clause. It is health, of course, principal clause, and which is health, of course, subordinate clause. And according to the definition of complex sentence, if any sentence possessed one principal clause and one subordinate clause, of course, complex sentence. So, viewers, it must be transformed into complex sentence. Thank you very much. Now, we will form compound sentence. Compound sentence. Such kinds of statement or sentence are when you are going to form any compound sentence, you will have to use and on in the place of which. So write down first from the first it is health, and write down and instead of which, and you will have to use first subject again from your form of subject first subject again. It is oiled. Here now my question to you: what kinds of sentence turned is this sentence, sir? Of course, this sentence possessed it is health, it is oiled, and mixed with coordinate conjunction and so words. It is health. Who is clause? Of course, principal clause. Why? Because this sentence possessed one subject and one finite verb. Thank you very much. And another clause, try to think, dear viewers, possessed one subject and one finite verb. Of course, so principal clause. And viewers, according to the definition of compound sentence, if any sentence possessed a double principal clause mixed with coordinated conjunction and but or etc. Of course, compound sentence. So here it must be changed into compound sentence. So viewers, hope that you have understood clearly. Viewers, and this role is very important. This rule is very important because if you learn one rule in the substance of one rule, you will learn six rules. How? Look at the board and try to understand. You will have to transform simple to compound and complex to simple. Then you will have to simple to compound and compound to simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5, complex to compound and compound to complex. So viewers, the words which I want to make you understand, if you learn in this way one rule, you will have to learn six rules. So viewers, for your betterment, I can give you another example. Thank you very much. So look at the board and try to understand. Now we'll write down another example. Another example. Simple. Simple. For the example, Rohim is a teacher. So we are try to understand this sentence possess this structure, sir. Subject plus verb plus noun. Subject plus verb plus noun. So viewers, now you'll have to apply this rule at the time of changing or converting such kinds of statement or sentence into complex. We may write down in this way, viewers, complex. What can we write at first? It is or it was. Of course, it is. It is. Next, subject. Now, what topics should we have to use? Who or who is? Of course, who. Of course, who. Because here the subject indicates non-personal personal subject. Sorry, non-personal subject. If subject personal subject, we should use who. Middle of the statement. Thank you very much. And extension of this statement. Who is a teacher. Thank you very much. Now try to select the clauses of this statement, sir. It is underlined. It is Rohim. Of course, principal clause. Of course, principal clause. And another person who is a teacher, subordinate clause. Now your question. You may ask me, sir, how is this statement of course principal clause? Because I want to suggest to you that it's of course principal clause because this person possessed one subject and one finite verb, and according to the definition of principal clause, you are told that, my dear learners, if any sentence is possessed one subject and one finite verb, of course principal clause bears. Hope that you have understood clearly. And another person, of course, subordinate clause. And why it's a subordinate clause? In the explanation, I want to suggest you, my dear viewer, in the definition of subordinate clause, you are told that, my dear viewer, if any sentence is started with subordinate marker, of course, subordinate clause. Of course, subordinate clause. Hope that you have understood clearly. Thank you very much. Next, confound. Confound sentence. So viewers, what can I do now? Only now at the time of transformation of sentence into compound, such kinds of statement will have to use an instead of ho. So write down, it is Rohim, and you may use first pronominal form of first subject, my dear learners. Here subject Rahim, and pronominal form of Rahim, of course, he. He is a teacher, and underline it is Rahim. He is a teacher, and middle of the statement, and here it is Rohim, principal clause, and he is a teacher, principal clause, and here an coordinating conjunction. And according to the definition of compound sentence, you were told, my dear learners, if any sentence possessed mixed with any coordinating conjunction with double principal clause, of course compound sentence, of course compound sentence. Hope that viewers, you have understood clearly. Next, I can write another example. Money brings happiness. Money brings happiness. Try to solve this problem, my dear learners, yourself. At first, we will transfer this statement into complex. It is money. Before subject, we'll write it is, and after subject, we'll write down who is. Why? Viewer, I may ask you why. which is used here, because money, of course, non-personal subject, of course, non-personal subject, and according to the sequence or usage of pronominal form, you are told that, my dear viewers, if subject non-personal, we will have to relate, especially relative form, relative pronoun. You are told that, viewers, if subject non-personal, we should use which, and if subject personal, we should use who. So, and next person of this statement brings happiness. Try to select the clauses. It is money which brings happiness. It is money, of course, principal clause, and which brings happiness, of course, subordinate clause. It's of course principal clause, because this person is possessed one subject and one finite verb. And according to the definition of principal clause, if any sentence possessed one subject and one finite verb, of course, principal clause. And another person, of course, subordinate clause, because this statement is may started with subordinating subordinate marker. Hope that you have understood clearly. Thank you very much. So here's next, confound. Confound. So here's here, try to solve this yourself. It money, and you will have to use and instead of which. Of course, you may use pronominal form of first subject. Here subject money, and pronominal form of money, of course, it. Next, brings happiness. So viewers, now try to select clause. It is money, of course, principal clause, and it brings happiness, of course, principal clause. And in the definition of compound sentence, you are told if any sentence is mixed with the double principal clause, of course, compound sentence. So viewers, hope that you have understood clearly. I want to lend today's class. Thank you very much. No more today. Come to see again. Later, I will try to present in front of you with a new arrangement or new class in video class. So, viewers, treat Allah for me, so that I can serve you in this way. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.